गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्ताम् सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्नाम् अन्याश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. We are in Bhagavatam, Canto 12, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, and Chapter 8, and we are in verse 16. And we were looking at that how observing the vow of celibacy and equipped with asceticism, study of the Vedas and self-control, the yogi Markandeya contemplated on Lord Sri Hari. Who is Lord Sri Hari? Lord Narayana. He is above, beyond the senses, speech, and the mind. That Sri Hari, that Lord Narayana, and who is above sense perceptions, with a mind that had turned inwards due to all hindrances in the shape of ignorance, egotism, likes and dislikes, and fear of death, standing in its way, having been completely destroyed. Who can destroy all these things? Who can destroy the ignorance? Who can destroy the egoism? Who can destroy the likes and dislikes? Who can destroy the fear? Who can destroy the fear of death? Who can do it? Can you do it by yourself? Not possible. It is impossible because you are a product of that. As a body, you are a product of all these things put together. So what we need to do? We need to, simple mathematics, you have to think of that, think of him who has the capacity to make us free from it. Because in essence, we are free, but we are imagining that we are bound, that we are born, that we are going to die, that we have a mind, that we have this body. This is imagination, just as in the dream. So if you have to remove the imagination, then you have to imagine that there is this Lord. But here it's clearly said that who is beyond sense perception. So he doesn't have the form. Remember, we saw the form before, but now Markandeya Bhagavan, Maharaj, Rishi Markandeya, he is thinking about it without the form. Because if it was with the form, then who it will be? It will be Narayana, isn't it? But remember that Narayana is knowing that he is infinite without form. And he is choosing to take the form. For whom? For our benefit. So he knows that if he imagines any form, because every form is imagined or projection of your mind. So if he is going to imagine or project some form on the Dasha avatar or Narayana or any other then it will be only from his mind. Then how does Lord give darshan? By his grace, isn't it? Not because of your demand. How will he give darshan? If you are stuck that I only want to see Chaturbhuj Narayan, Shankha Chakra Gada Padmadhari, then and Lord is saying, no, I want to give you darshan in the form of Hanuman. What will you do? You will spend lifetimes after lifetimes seeking that form, but Lord is saying, hey man, I am everywhere. Why you want only one particular one? Why don't you accept me as I want to present myself to you? See, this is the mistake that we do. Out of what? Out of ignorance. Now, who can change this? Only he can change it. So think about him. So he thought how, and last week we went into detail about controlling the energy and everything. So we are not going into that. But it is important that whatever, last time I also talked about yama niyama. Until and unless we do not practice the yama niyama, living in this world without disturbing the world by thought, word, and deed, and nor getting disturbed by thought, word, and deed of someone, then alone we will go inward. Otherwise, it's not possible. As long as you are taking the possessions and the relationships as real, today only someone left their phone in the car, in the taxi, day before yesterday. And Swamiji, I left my phone. What can I do? What can I do? Call the, what do you call, taxi agency. I call them. No, they have got only email. Then send email. Why you are asking me that for that? So he sent the email, and then they got the number. He called the number. He was so excited, and he started shouting at that fellow. You didn't tell me that I left my phone. This that. So he kept the phone down. The taxi driver kept. Then yesterday he took another phone number. Again he tried calling, but he is telling something and he is not ready to listen. He is only going on with his own tantrum. Grown-up fellow, almost 48, but only his tantrum. I think, and he went to he said that gave it to Cranbourne police station. He went to Cranbourne police station. Cranbourne police station, they said, we don't have any phone, but all these taxi drivers are like this only. They take and they sell it to get $50, $100. That's extra money for them. And he came back and he was so angry that my phone, my numbers, this, that. But the police fellow has done, he has not done it. How do you know that it has happened that way? And then this fellow called on the number and he gave him a ear bashing. He said, if I am going to bring the phone, then I need the money to come and drop you because I drive a taxi. He says, I will not give you any taxi. It is you did not give it to me. He says, it's your phone. I don't care if you don't come and pick it up. Then another person had to convince him that no, you have to pay. Otherwise, why will you give? But this is, so from where is the problem? The problem is in the roots. The nourishment is not right. Meaning the premises from which he is looking at this situation itself is wrong, that all drivers are cheats. Even before he went to the what do you call, to the police station, and he came and then he came and he said, I'm coming at 2 o'clock. This fellow went for lunch to Glen at 2 o'clock. Hey, stupid. Then I gave him a coffee. I said, sit down. Who are you? He said, I'm from India, Punjab. I drank coffee, tea, bataya sab kuch. And then this fellow comes. Then he went away. But see, when you do like that, he went there, police station. They said, oh, Saturdays our lost and found department is closed. You come on Monday. Got $80 gone. No, again he has to go. But then the driver called back. He says, Swamiji, I am also a Brahmin. I am also a Sharma. It was very nice to meet you. I didn't know there are Swamis in Melbourne. I am buying car in 2 weeks' time. I would like to take you for a drive. I said, not drive, coffee also. He says, हाँ, coffee भी पिलाऊंगा. चलो हो गया afternoon. Now, itna acha ladka, he went to the police station today so that he doesn't have to go there and come back. He didn't get it and he's shouting, why did you go to the police station? You should have picked me first and then gone to the police station. अरे तो ये बोलते हैं ना, नींव ही खराब है. If the foundation is wrong of a house, it will start cracking. This is our story. Is our foundation correct? What is the foundation? Yama, niyama. Remember this. Do not get disturbed by the thought, word, and speech of anyone in this world, nor disturb anyone with your thoughts, with your words, and with your deeds. Then and then alone it will be possible. When the world is kept at bay, you are not disturbed by it. Then what's the next frontier? The next frontier is, where is the world? Where is outside the body? It starts from here outwards. No, actually body is also included, but as an individual, it starts from outside the body. Next stage, inside the body. This is the barrier, skin. Now you go inside, then you practice niyama here. Stop becoming a problem to yourself by your thinking. See, just getting worked up, and no solution in hand, but getting worked up for nothing. तो ये बहुत जरूरी है कि अपनी foundation, you have to fix your foundation. Don't try to fix foundation of your children. You fix it, because they are learning by watching you. You can't, what you call, spoon feed these values. These values get transferred only when we are practicing it in our life. And the youngsters see us and they say, acha. Throughout your life, you have never stolen. One time you have done some hanky-panky somewhere. Someone gave you extra money and you say, hey, look, Sanjay, I got $2 extra. And you did not return it back to the cashier, nor did you put it back into that donation box there, but you said, oh, many times these people cheat us, so let me keep the $2. That stays with that child for the rest of his life or her life, because they are watching how the parents are behaving. What is their moral structure? What is it that I have to imbibe from my parents? Then they think, this is all right. I can take something and not give it back. And then that becomes, as they grow up, that becomes their character. So don't try to teach the kids. You practice it in your life. Otherwise, we are all very good at teaching, but not practicing. Markandeya Maharaj, he's practicing. He's not teaching anyone. Huh? Even as the said yogi was busy concentrating his mind on manvantaras elapsed. Manvantaras, one manvantara is equal to 74 cycles of Chaturyugas. Huh? Coming to know of this and alarmed at the magnitude of his tapasya, ascesis, Indra, the lord of paradise, it is said, started interrupting in this seventh manvantara for the fear of losing his throne, O Shaunaka. Indra is the lord of the mind and is always afraid, just like Rakshasas or Asuras are always greedy for more and more and more. Don't think gods, devas are in any better. The devas, they also want more and more and more. They also want the best that is there in the creation. And the Asuras also want the best in the. So what is the difference between Asuras and devas? Technically, they are both coming from Diti and Aditi. They are cousin brothers. Devas, the difference is they are immortal, but their mind is not in their control, just like Asuras. Their only advantage is they have the protection of Narayana. And at any time, even Asuras have protection of Narayana. But from Devas and Asuras point of view, the plus point in Devas is whenever trouble comes, they do not try to flex their muscles, or they do flex their muscles, but eventually they run to the God, to the Narayana or to the Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh to ask for help. Asuras, they on their strength, they will instill fear. So this Indra, why after so many mantras, after seventh manvantara? Because in those times it was a long period. Indra was not feeling threatened. Now he's feeling threatened. And how does Indra disturb us when we are sitting in meditation? I gave you just one example of that car thing, taxi thing. Who is the person who's disturbing that fellow? It is his mind only. Who? Indra. Keeping him under control. What is under control? कि जब तक तू मेरे को आहुति नहीं चढ़ाएगा तब तक मैं तेरे को छोड़ूंगा नहीं. समझ रहे हो? He is the lord of the mind. So he keeps you in the cyclical. Any tapasya you do, the mind will try to sabotage that tapasya. You decide today that I am going to give up banana. From tomorrow onwards, you will only think of banana. And you will start thinking, my God, anyway, I was eating only one banana a week. Why I have to stop banana? Oh, how does it matter? It's only one banana. Yes, they say in winters, but I like banana. Oh, why can't I take it milk with milkshake? And suddenly your tongue will crave for it more and more and more. This is what the thing is with this mind. Who's doing this? Indra Bhagwan. It's not you, it's Indra Bhagwan. So any time you decide that I want to get up every morning and do meditation at 6 o'clock, first day he will allow you, second day he will allow you, third day, abhi kya kar raha hai? 5 minute chalta hai. Bed is so nice. Who is doing? Indra is doing. Same thing he did with Ahalya, same thing he did with what you call, what is Gautam Rishi's, no? Gautam Rishi's wife. And this is how he only disturbed Vishwamitra's tapasya by sending Menaka. Why did he do it? Because he feels who? Indra. In us, mind. Mind feels, and what is mind? Ego. In mind is what? Subject and object. Aham and idam. This ego feels that it is losing control. Until unless this ego doesn't come to realize that it is going to become the most power, that its happiness, its power, its whatever it wants in life, it is thinking that it's going to satisfy all its desires by association with people and possessing the objects, right? But once it realizes, it has to get convinced, the ego. What is that? The jiva. That if it thinks of the Lord Narayana, all its desires will get fulfilled in toto, in one go. No more hard slog. But it has to get convinced. It has to get convinced. Till it doesn't get convinced, it will keep sabotaging. Indra will keep, mind will keep sabotaging. Because everyone wants to survive. Indra also wants to, mind also wants to survive. It doesn't want to die. It doesn't know that it doesn't exist. Ego doesn't know that it doesn't exist. Mind doesn't know that it doesn't exist. And you also don't know that this whole world actually doesn't exist. It's only your imagination. Because where is this world? In the space. Where is space? What is space? Nothingness. How can in nothing something can be there? Out of with nothing is nothing a material out of which you can make something. But yes, the drama is, you can see what is going on. So now 16th we did this, is it? Next one, 16th to 20th we did? No. Gandharvapsarasa kamam vasantamalaya nilau munaye preshayamasa rajastokamadau tatha ते वै तदाश्रमं जग्मुः हिमाग्रे पार्श्व उत्तरे पुष्पभद्रा नदी यत्र चित्राख्या च शिला विभो तद्राश्रमं पद ओ सॉरी तदाश्रमपदं पुण्यं पुण्यद्रुमलताञ्चितं पुण्यद्विजकुलाकीर्णं पुण्यामलजलाशयं मत्तभ्रमरसङ्गीतं मत्तकोकिलकूजितं मत्तबर्हिनटाटोपं मत्तज्विलकुलाकुलं मत्तद्विजकुलाकुलं वायुप्रविष्ट आदाय हिमनिर्झरशीकरान् सुमनोभिपरिष्वक्तो ववावुत्तं भयन् स्मरम्. Oh, only two more. उद्यच्चन्द्रनिशावक्त्रः प्रवालस्तबकालिभिः गोपद्रुमलताजालैः तत्रासीत् कुसुमाकरः अन्वीयमानो गन्धर्वैः गीतवादित्रयूथकैः अदृश्यता तथा अदृश्यता तथा wait, let me do it. अदृश्यता चापेषु. Okay, फिर से अदृश्यता चापेषु स्वस्त्रीयूथपति स्मरः. Now the story continues. गंधर्व वाप्सरस कामं वसंतमलया निलौ मुनये प्रेषयामास रजस्तोकमादौ तथा. In order to bring about the sage's downfall, he sent to the sage Gandharvas, heavenly musicians, and Apsara, celestial nymphs, Kama, the god of love, deities presiding over the vernal season, and the south wind, literally the breeze blowing from the Malaya mountain, as well as greed, the pet child of Rajas, and pride. My God, you are attacking from all sides. If we are doing sadhana, we do get attacked by all this. But we should not fear it. Why? You hold on to the feet of the Lord. It's 1 second to the next that the impact of all these negative, whatever what do you call, whatever these distractions have been sent, they go away. Nachiket in Kathopanishad, he was told by Yamraji, son, why, what? He asked, can you tell, I want to know that by knowing which there is nothing remaining to be known, or by knowing which everything is known. So Yamaraj says, what will you do? I don't know that. He says, no, I know you know. You can't, I know you are the Lord of Death. If you are saying you are that, no, you know it. He says, no, I don't. What will you do? I'll give you musicians. I'll give you palaces. I will make you the Lord of the three worlds. I'll give you apsaras. I'll give you apsaras with houses, with gold. You never have to do anything to take care of them, with their chariots and charioteers and dasis and everything. But that 8 year, how old are you? 7. He was also, Nachiket was also 7, going to be 8. That Nachiket said, will all this that you are giving me, will it give me the knowledge by knowing which nothing else remains to be known? He said, I don't want it. Otherwise, what do you like? Toys? Yes. You like cycle? You want to get a car at this age, or you want a motorcycle, the toy motorcycle? See? That Nachiket, 7-year-old, he was given all this. He said, I don't want it. Then what do I want? I want that by knowing which everything is known. Nothing remains to be known in this world. Develop like this. See? And these challenges come. In any profession also, in life you have seen, But how do we overcome those challenges? Do we overcome those challenges by our willpower? We must put efforts to overcome them, but we must see or have a disposition that these efforts that I am putting to overcome these challenges, the power, the effort is also being put by the grace of the Lord alone. It's not our effort. If you take the ownership of the effort, you got a big pit coming in front of you. Like that big elephant, how can they catch the elephant? Only by digging a pit. And then the elephant is not able to get out of the pit. Who's the elephant? Your ego is the elephant. He is not Dashanan. Your ego is not Dashanan. How many? Infinite none. Why? He is the seer, hearer, toucher, feeler, thinker, imaginer, experiencer, knower. He's a friend, he's a husband, he's a wife, he's so many roles you are playing in your daily life. How many heads do you have? You say how many hats you are wearing. How many heads do you have? That Ravana had only 10. You are his bap or his ma. You have outwitted him. Think. See? So here, the Indra Bhagwan, now here the topic of, you can take it two ways. It is our choice how we look at it. Either we look at that fellow who saw the taxi driver as a culprit, that he has stolen it, or he has a choice to look at that taxi driver, take first responsibility that I did the wrong, and one by one delete the options of how to retrieve the phone. And when you, if your need is there, how do I need to interact with that taxi driver? I have to be polite to him. I have to, in that politeness, I can be firm. In that politeness, I can twist the language or speak in such a manner that he trusts me, that I will give him, do whatever is required by him or do good for him, that I am a good person. But you first call and you start screaming at him. This is what we do, no, when problem comes. If you fall down, I kahan aayi? Shri Ram. Shri Ram. See? So same way, either we take Indra, the Deva Indra, the Lord Indra, either we take him, don't come in the video, okay? Stay on side, because otherwise I can't upload it. Don't come in the video. If, theek hai, udhar theek hai, no problem. Sit up, no problem. We can sleep also, but that side. So either we can take Indra as a negative force or we take him as a positive force. Because to transcend, once you come here, the what is this? Vishuddhi Chakra. After this Vishuddhi Chakra, Indra starts his game. He will send beautiful food. You become enslaved by. He will make you attracted to nice music, because now you have to, from Vishuddhi Chakra, you have to go to Agya Chakra, and in between this whole world is there, which you have projected. And he sends you music, form, color, taste, feel, nice cloth. ये पहनो वो पहनो नहीं है जूता ऐसा होना चाहिए चप्पल ऐसी होनी चाहिए the temperature should be just perfect. Why? For the skin. I should have also used that hair dryer to straighten my curls, because someone for Bhagavad they were fixing their hair. I was feeling jealous. Why don't I get the chance? Huh? So what do we do with respect to Indra? Either we see him as a problem, then we will fight with him. If we fight with him, do we have the power like Ravana to enslave him, to put fear into him. Or other way we can look at it is, Indra is our friend. I am a devotee of Ram. I am a devotee of Narayana. And Narayana alone is expressing as Indra. Just as he is expressing everywhere in the universe, Indra is not outside Narayana. So he is not, though Narayana has sent him to test if I am qualified. To test if I am qualified as a seeker to go to the next stage. If this is the positive approach, then I will invoke even greater strength. How will I invoke? By remembering the Lord. Today's episode of Radhe Krishna, Garudji and Hanumanji. Hanumanji has taken a promise from Lord Narayana, Ram, that every avatar he will come and give darshan to Hanuman. So he is in Dwarka and Hanumanji is sitting, and Radhaji says, she's coming to a point where the Leela is going to conclude, and Radha comes to know that Krishna Bhagavan says, you are my greatest, not only you are my lover, but you are my greatest devotee. She comes to Dwarka and she announces, calls everyone from the Dwarka. She says, put one coin and then I'll make the announcement. What is the announcement? She says, I am the greatest devotee of Bhagavan Lord Shri Krishna. Everyone is happy that Radha is the greatest devotee. Hanumanji, who is meditating on Ram somewhere in the mountain, suddenly he opens his eyes. Hey, मेरे को चैलेंज करने के लिए इतना अहंकार, such arrogance that they say that they are the greatest devotee. Oh, I need to go and find out who this person is. And he's coming, he gets down outside Dwarka. There, Garudji is there. Garudji comes in front of him. He says, who are you? He says, I am Hanuman. And Hanumanji knows he's Garud. Oh, you are Garud. And Garudji has found out now that Krishna is Narayana. Hanumanji doesn't know Krishna is Narayana. He has come to take the darshan, or Krishna has, because of this incident of Radha, Hanumanji has got attracted to Krishna. But he doesn't know that he knows it is Krishna's Nagari, but he doesn't know Krishna is Narayana, or same as Ram. He doesn't know that. So Garudji meets him. He says, can you please tell me where is Dwarka? He says, it's towards the west. He says, which way? He says, I am that is Krishna's Nagari. I am the vehicle of Lord Krishna. And he says, you tell me. He says, no, you follow me. He says, you will be slow, I'll go faster. He says, acha, itna arrogance, Hanumanji ko bolte hain. Itna, so much arrogance that you will go faster than me. He says, yeah, by Lord's grace, everything happens. I think and I get there. Garudji has never come across anyone like that. He says, hey, unchi phenk raha hai. Making long tails. He says, okay, let's go. And let's see who reaches first. And by the time Garudji comes there, Hanumanji is sitting and eating apples. Just on this side, on the mainland of India. He's sitting there in the garden and eating apples. Garudji comes. How did you reach in before me? He says, I told you that I invoked the Lord and I asked you to go early. I prayed to the Lord and Lord brought me here, and he gives me the speed. He gives me the ability. He gives me the right thinking. He gives me the power. Nothing is mine. My whole life, every cell of my body is his. Every thought is his. Every breath is his. I have got no, what you call? No, not control. I have got no identity of my own. Everything that I am is kand mein Ram base hue. He says, Ram base hain. I am the vehicle of Krishna, and all my power comes from Krishna. Let's again go and we have to have a competition. I am the greatest devotee. How can you be the greatest devotee? So she says, I told you I can go to the sun and come. When I was a child, I went and ate I was going to eat the sun, and Indra Bhagwan hit me with his Vajra. So my Hanu, meaning the chin, became two. So that's why I'm called Hanuman. And he says, don't throw long, long tales, man. I never heard this story. I'm going to Krishna, you wait here. Will you wait? He says, I will wait. But you go, I'm going to Krishna and I'll ask him to give me more Shakti and then we will have a competition. He goes to Krishna. Krishna says, don't do this, man. He told you, no, he went to the sun. He says, yeah, but I don't believe it. Krishna is telling him and he is not believing it. Why? It has gone to his head. I must compete with that fellow. I must show that I am a greater devotee. So Krishna, will you give me the energy or not? Krishna says, take all my energy. Don't worry. Then what competition should I do? He says, because now Garudji is not learning from Krishna also. So now only a situation will make him learn. He says, see, when you are going parallel to the earth, he defeated you. Now you go upwards. So Garudji goes back, all huffed and puffed with all the energy. He says, Hanumanji, I am ready now. Let's go. He says, go, you go, I'll come. And our Garudji starts, Hanumanji sits, prays Jai Shri Ram and Ramchandraji. First, he takes permission from Ramchandraji. Lord Ram reveals himself to him. He says, yes, you do this competition with him because his ahankar needs to be broken. So you need to take part in this competition. If it was not otherwise, I would have told you so. So he says, I got the permission. He says, what time? He says, you start, let me have some more apples, then I'll come. He went and Hanumanji started much later and he's gone past Garudji. But as they are, so in our immediate universe, what is the highest? Sun. So they are moving towards the sun and Garudji is feeling the heat. The wings are, the feathers are burning. Hanumanji is going full on and he catches up with Garudji and he's just behind Garudji. Hanuman, I told you, you don't have the power to cross me. He said, no, you keep going, man. We'll find out. He wants him to ऐसे छोटे छोटे incidents हैं. And here through Hanumanji we see that, why did I bring that? Here Markandeya also is going to invoke the Lord only, I think. So how do we, ahankar, I gave you the example of ahankar of Garudji. Ravan was also ahankar, Shishupal was also ahankar, Dantavakra was also ahankar. Kumbhakarna was also ahankar, but he was dedicated to his brother because he said, if you don't do what I say, I'll kill you. He says, better to get killed by Ramchandraji rather than my brother. At least I'll go to Vaikuntha. Simple logic. So he fought Ramchandraji. Ramchandraji cut him into pieces and sent him to Vaikuntha. So the best way for us to overcome these negativities that present themselves in our life unasked. It's not that we have planned that we are going to be negative. Nobody plans to be negative, but they come. Situations come, and depending upon our foundation, we respond to it. And if the foundation is not strong, if the foundation is of differences, if the foundation is of sense of otherness, where there is duality, there kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, this will express itself. Like what should be our foundation? Hold on to the Lord. Hold on to the name of the Lord. Let him purify us as he has purified Valmiki, as he has purified Hanumanji. Because as a child, he was very chanchal, very fickle-minded. All the power, but fickle-minded. That energy within needs a direction. And who better than the Lord's name? And that is why last week I was telling you that when 6, 7 years old kid is there, that child must be initiated into Om and Gayatri mantra, so that that energy that is going to explode within him from 7 to 11, once he reaches puberty, his mind is programmed. See, ते वै तदाश्रमं जग्मुः हिमाद्रे पार्श्व उत्तरे पुष्पभद्रा नदी यत्र चित्राख्या च शिला विभो. He says, they all repaired, O powerful sage, to the hermitage of the sage along the northern slopes of the Himalayas, where flows the river Pushpabhadra and the rock named Chitra stands. So the story is continuing. This is where our Markandeya Rishi, he is doing his tapasya. He has built a small kutia, whatever. Then तत्राश्रमपदं पुण्यं पुण्यद्रुमलताञ्चितं पुण्यद्विजकुलाकीर्णां पुष्पुण्यामलजलाशयम्. In the 18th verse, he says, the hallowed, that auspicious site of that hermitage was adorned with sacred trees and creepers, crowded with families of holy Brahmana sages, and studded with sacred pools of full of pellucid waters, full of crystal clear, sweet scented water. And for this, you have to go to Himalayas to believe it. You go to the Himalayas, even the small streams that are flowing, you take that water, it is crystal clear. It is so tasty. That taste you cannot get anywhere else in the world. Even once you come down to the plains in India, you cannot get that type of water. And those who have been there, they know. Continuing, Matta Brahmara Sangeetam, Matta Kokila Kujitam, Matta Barhinatatopam, Matta Dvijakula Kulam. He says the hermitage was full of the melodious humming of honeybees, intoxicated honeybees, and the notes of joyous cuckoos, koyal. It was marked with the ecstasy of dance of blithesome peacocks and teemed with flocks of joyous birds. So the entire very joyous, harmonious, divya atmosphere is there. What we see in our pictures, is like that. The creepers are hanging, the flowers are there of different colors, stream is flowing by, or a rivulet is flowing by, the deers are grazing here and there or lazing about, the peacocks are sometimes dancing with their complete, what do you call, the plume opened up, the birds are chirping away. What do we hear in Australia? Cockatoos. Quack, 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 quack. But early in the morning, before cockatoos get up, I do hear the birds. Then continuing, Vayu pravishta adaya himanirjara shikaran sumanobhiparishakto vavatuttam bhayan smaram. Here he says in the 20th verse, a breeze bearing the cool spray from waterfalls and embraced by fragrant flowers entered the hermitage and gently played on it, kindling love in the hearts of men. Now you look at this, in Raja Yoga and some other yoga, if you go to some meditation courses, they do creative visualization. And in that please put your audio off straight away. I'm recording. Hello. Ah. Don't play with your video because I'm recording on my Zoom. So just put it on and leave it. Whoever it is. Shri, I think. Huh? So what I was saying? They do creative visualization. They say, imagine you are on the banks of a beautiful lake and swans are moving around. And everything that is explained here, how it has been depicted, that is exactly how they tell. And just all the stress is removed. Breathe. And as you breathe out, take in the whole atmosphere and relax. मेडिटेशन कौन करता है? सीधे खराटे ही मारना शुरू कर देते हैं. But this is what it may have been like that, but here Indra is making it even more beautiful to distract the mind of. How did it distract our Vishwamitra? His washroom was also by the banks of a river. He disturbed him by Menaka, see-through clothes. And he did not offer his tapasya to Lord. He was meditator. I have to defeat sage Vashishta. So control, control, control. When you want to control your mind, Indra will win always. So he sent Menaka. And he says, oh, I can control. I'm not disturbed by her. She cleaned the ashram. I'm not disturbed by her presence. She made her bed. I'm not disturbed by her presence. She cooked the food. I'm not disturbed by her presence. For many long period of time, he was not disturbed. But what happens? Dhyayato vishayan pumsan. Whatever you think about, eventually you will get attached to it. When you get attached to it, you desire it. For a long time, he could control. But now, every now and then, before nothing, in the beginning, his mind was absolutely under control. As the days passed, every now and then, the who is this person, Menaka? Who is cleaning my ashram? Who is making the food for me? Who is cleaning my bed for me? Who is making the asan for me? He did not see her because he didn't choose to. He was looking down and doing whatever he was doing. But now the inquisitiveness has entered into his mind. Who is this person? And then one day he heard a splash in the river and he opened his eyes because the inquisitiveness was already there. What is the statement? Curiosity kills the cat. So the Rishi Vishwamitra became curious. Who is this fellow? Who is doing all this for me? And he opened his eyes and it was exactly in line with the river. And there, the moment he opened his eyes, Indra Bhagwan is smart. At that very moment, she came out of the water with the hair out. I'm not disturbed. Okay, not disturbed. But now, every now and then, the picture of that beautiful Menaka used to come into his mind, but he used to, with sheer force, he used to put it aside and sit in meditation. And he kept doing it for some time. But every time that picture of Menaka is coming in his mind, he is a Kshatriya. He's a Kshatriya. He's used to having many wives, but now he has, because he's in competition with Sage Vashishta, so he has learned to direct all his energy to control his vitality. So he starts, because now he has seen her every now and then, it is coming into his mind, and slowly, slowly, and this is what happens. He thought, this person thought that it is the fault of the taxi driver. He kept thinking for 2 days, he was working himself up. That's why he couldn't speak. Then he said, Swamiji, you make a call and you talk to him because I'm too worked up. because I'm too worked up. I will say something wrong. See? So same thing with our Vishwamitra. He kept thinking, kept thinking, kept thinking. One day in that, now instead of meditation on the Lord or Gayatri Mantra or Om, he is meditating on Menaka. Eyes closed. Who is there? Menaka. What is she doing? Coming out of the water. Again and again. जैसे वो आजकल वीडियो पे आता ना जिफी जिफी जिफ 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 again and again and again and again. Huh? And then the desire was welling up in him, but he could not. Who is invoked the desire? Indra Bhagwan. Now naturally it will come. And Menaka found her moment. She went and she wiped the sweat off his forehead. Now she knows she's got him. And she wiped his forehead. The moment she touched, her hand touched Vishwamitra, Vishwamitra was gone. Gone case. Gone case. Markandeya is not like that. He's not in that category. I think let's continue reading, because the whole atmosphere that has been created is very conducive for anyone to fall. You know, you eat one gulab jamun, क्या बहुत बढ़िया बना है. Then एक काफी है. But the tongue says, have one more, again you will not get it. ऐसे ही होता है. One house is not enough, get one more house. Why? Security. Security for whom? For whom? For ego. What is your true security? The Lord, not house. All those Mahatmas who have meditated and are living absolutely at the mercy of the Lord. You have read In Quest of God, isn't it? They are fools. And we have become smarter than them. We think we are smart because we are slaves of our desires. And we give it a nice name, that we are living a balanced life. We give it a name that, oh, we have, this is happening by itself. It is not happening by itself. You are consciously going in that direction for security. We need to give. We need to give up. We need to abandon. Now give. If you have 3-4 properties, give one without any second thought. See what happens, how the mind reacts. If it reacts, then you know it was your wish. It was not Lord's desire that it should come to you. फिर दिल भी उतना ही बड़ा होगा अगर भगवान से आया है तो. सोचो जरा. So here, where are we in the 21st verse? Uchchandra nishavaktraha pravalasta balak bakalibihi gopadrumalata jalaihi tatrasit kusumakaraha. There appeared the vernal season with its evening. Vernal means the season in which the spring season, where the what do you call, the animals mate with each other. It's a season. Animals are not like human beings. Kabhi bhi. There is a rule. They only, when the season comes, then alone they mate. So vernal season is that, where it is, the entire nature is conducive for reproduction. Usually it is the spring. And where are we? Vernal season with its evenings made charming by the rising moon, and with rows of young leaves and branches of flowers and trees and creepers in close embrace. पढ़ के कितना मजा लगता है ना. Last one, अन्वीयमानो गन्धर्वैः गीतवादित्रयूथकैः अदृश्यतात्त चापेषु स्वस्त्रीयूथपतिस्मरः. The god of love, followed by Gandharvas with bands of musicians, expert both in vocal and instrumental music and leading troops of apsaras, also was seen there with bow and arrows in hand. What is bow and arrow? In the god of love, he is having the bow and arrow to shoot and pierce the heart and mind of the rishi, or in case of Vishwamitra, there also the same thing happened. That the god of love tried the same thing with Lord Shiva, he got burnt. He got burnt. तीसरी आंख खुल गई. Continuing. हुत्वाग्निं समुपासीनं ददृशु शक्रकिङ्कराः मीलिताक्षदुराधर्षं मूर्तिमन्तमिवानलं न नृतुस्तस्य पुरतः स्त्रियोऽथो गायका जगुः मृदङ्गवीणापणवैः वाद्यं चक्रुर्मनोरमं सन्दधेस्त्रं स्वधनुषि काम पंचमुखम तदा मधुर्मनोरजस्तोक इंद्रभृत्या व्यकंपयन्. We'll just do it till there. हुत्वाग्निं समुपासीनं ददृशु शक्र किंकरा मीलिताक्षम दुराधर्षम मूर्तिमन्तमिवानलम. The servants of Indra saw the sage comfortably seated with closed eyes near the sacred fire after pouring oblations into it, and formidable like fire in human form. Meaning, the Markandeya Rishi was undisturbed, completely. Shama Dama is being practiced. Tapasya is fully established. I'm not saying established in the self, we don't know that, what the story is telling, but he has complete control over his senses and mind. And the person who is completely having sense control and mind control, what is the disposition of such a person? Tejasvi one. What else?
Anand.
Anand to zaruri nahi hai. Zaruri nahi hai. If you can be, Ravan was Anand. He was Lord of the three. Frustrated fellow. What else? What else? Which Ravan also has and Markandeya also has, not Anand. Because that is, it depends if it is there or not. Self-confidence, extreme self-confidence, Atma Bala. It's not coming from Atma, but it is coming from this Bala, that all your vitalities, all your energies are harnessed. What is the power in the dam behind the wall of the dam? Humongous. If that Three Gorges Dam breaks, it will destroy the whole Beijing. So Markandeya Rishi has practiced brahmacharya, controlled his senses for such a long time, and continuously offering the oblations, whether you say with the Havan there, or you can say he's remembering the Lord, or whatever mantra he's chanting, continuously forms, sounds, tastes, smells, breeze, all these things are stimuli are being received by our senses. They are being offered as a oblation to the Lord to whom he is contemplating, if he is doing that. So with that comes Atma Bala, great self-esteem, self-confidence. And you try a little bit. See, if a person, you see so many people we have seen. Some people who are poor, they are living the day hand to mouth. Sometimes there is a job, sometimes there is not, or if they have got a job, it is just above average. And see their disposition. Deen, heen. They are, even if they don't want to be humble, they feel that, I am, why they have accepted that I'm poor. They accepted that I'm just talking from status point of view. I'm not talking from energy point of view, that nothing is there. But suddenly happens, they do one course and they get a job, and they get, suddenly their salary has doubled, and within 2 3 years they got a house. Now you watch how they wear clothes, you watch how they speak. Now you watch, they don't look up. Now their chest is suddenly, they're walking with confidence, they're walking with that dignity. Before he felt he was no one, now he feels that he is someone. Same thing happens when we do japa. Because now, so if worldly possessions can give you so much confidence, just at a, I'm not talking energy also, just possession of energies. When everything is going right in your life, when things are not going right in your life, oh, poor me, this, that, mental problems, diseases. But when things start going right, suddenly nothing can touch me. I am the king. रावण भी ऐसे ही बोलता था. रावण भी ऐसे ही बोलता था. Remember, greater than that power is the power of the Lord. So don't have the arrogance. I'm just telling both sides. One side is just from tapasya point of view. Markandeya Rishi is doing tapasya. When your energies are controlled, you get great self-confidence, Atmabal. And hopefully he is remembering the Lord, so Indra is not able to touch him. But if we do it ourselves, if we do the sadhana, that I am doing the sadhana, then Indra is waiting. Aja bachchu, मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ. बहुत दिनों से कोई बकरा नहीं मिला, आने लिया. न नृतुस्तस्य पुरतः स्त्रियोथो गायका जगुः मृदंग वीणापणवैः वाद्यं चक्रुर्मनोरमम्. The damsels danced and the songsters sang, while other Gandharvas played charmingly on clay tam-toms, lutes and small drums before him. These things, what they are telling you, that Markandeya Rishi, in his ashram, Indra is creating all this racket. If you are on the seat of meditation, same racket happens from within. Same racket happens. It may not happen the way it is happening in Swarga, but you have collected so many pictures and you don't know. But so many forms have gone into your mind, so many people you see on the road. Which one will come dancing? Mini skirt. Someone with 6 abs, you know what? How many abs? 6 pack तो कम हो गया, मैं 8 भी देखे वीडियो में. हाँ 12 भी होते हैं.
Family pack.
Family pack. Family pack. So family pack. You can imagine when you are in meditation, you have gone to so many places. We have been to Kailash, we have been to Char Dham. Which picture is so waiting for the right moment to express itself? And you are sitting in meditation, you are saying Om Namo Narayana. Suddenly, mouth is chanting Om Namo Narayana, but mind is sitting in Badrinath looking at the Nilkantha mountain. Wow, my God, God's blessing that I am here. तू तो Om Namo Narayana बोल रहा था. Where are you right now? You are in Badrinath or you are in Kailash? What are you doing there? Where is the oxygen coming? Then you wake up, this was imagination. I was doing meditation. Again, you go back to meditation. This is the disturbance. But as you grow in your meditation or go deeper, as your mind becomes focused, you hear the various music, the various ragas, the various what is the words he's using. The डमरू नहीं सुनता, लेकिन डमरू बाद में आता है, पर पहले वीणा, बैंजो, गिटार, सितार, वीणा, ये सब को सब एक एक करके सब वो भी सुनाई देगा, ढोलक भी सुनाई देगा, सब इंस्ट्रूमेंट सुनाई देते हैं. Depending, if like when I was a kid, if I went to, in our school we had a music class. In music class, what was favorite for me? For me, favorite was sitar, but never learned. यूं ही करते रहो बस, बार बार सीखा नहीं. But सितार की आवाज बहुत पसंद है. You go into meditation, सितार बजना शुरू हो जाएगा. You are distracted and suddenly you will be lost. You have to. So here, the various stages that come in the seeker's sadhana, they are also being mentioned. So it is not just a story. Okay. Sandadhestram swadhanushi kama panchamukham tada madhur manorajastoka indra bhrutya vyakampayan. In the 21st, he says, then love set the 5-pointed arrow to his bow, while Spring, Greed, the son of Rajas, and the other servants of Indra tried to agitate the sage's mind. They all tried to agitate the sage's mind. Do they try to agitate our mind when we are meditating? No, we are always available. We are ever ready. Why? हमने पहले से कसम खाई हुई है, किसी को दुखी नहीं करेंगे. आप ही तो बोलते हो, be a giver, don't take, be a giver. So we give ourselves to everyone. कामदेव came, we gave. गंधर्व came, we gave ourselves. आ जा भाई, तू भी आ जा. ये हमारा हाल है. Ever available. नहीं वो कहाँ, where we have to say no, we don't know. Here, then afterwards, next 5 verses we'll read till the end and then we'll conclude. क्या टाइम हो गया? हाँ ठीक है, तो ये इतना करके फटाफट. क्रीडन्त्या पुञ्जिकस्थल्याः कन्दुकैस्तनगौरवात् भृशमुद्विग्नमध्यायाः केशविस्त्रंसितस्रजः इतस्ततो भ्रमददृष्टे चलन्त्या अनुकन्दुकं वायुर्जहार तद्वासः सूक्ष्मं त्रुटितमेखलं विससर्ज तदा बाणं मत्वा तं स्वजितं स्मरः सर्वं तत्राभवन्मोघम् अनीशस्य यथोद्यमः त इत्थम् अपकुर्वन्तो मुनेस्तत्तेजसा मुने दह्यमाना निववृतुः प्रबोध्याहिमिवार्भकाः इतीन्द्रानुचरैर्ब्रह्मन् धर्षितोऽपि महामुनिः यन्नागादहमो भावं न तच्चित्रं वहत्सु हि दृष्ट्वा निस्तेजसं कामं सगणं भगवान् स्वराट् श्रुत्वानुभावं ब्रह्मर्षेः विस्मयं समगात् परम्. In the 26th verse he says, Kridantya punjikasthalyaha kandukaistana भृशमुद्विग्नमध्यायाः केशविस्त्रंसितस्रजः. Even as Punjikasthali, the chief of the Apsaras, was sporting with a number of balls in front of the sage and running after them, her slender waist getting very unstable under the weight of her full breast, wreaths of flower dropping from her braid, and eyes moving this way and that. The breeze blew the fine garment about her loins, the waistband that held it fast having given away. अब इससे ज्यादा क्या सोचने में शुरू करना. Continuing, itastato brahmadushte dushte chalantya anukandukam vayurjahara tadvasaha sukshmam trutitame khalam. Thus offering, where are we? हाँ, ये हो गया, 27 भी हो गया. विससर्ज तदा बाणं मत्वा तं स्वजितं स्मरः सर्वं तत्राभवन्मोघम् अनीशस्य यथोद्यमः. Remember one thing before I forget. Our scriptures nowhere they are afraid of telling what it is like. कहीं पे बोला जाता है only think good 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 बोला जाता है ना, या only see no evil, hear no evil, talk no evil, all that. Right? Then what will you, if you do that, the other fellow is equally strong. The more you stop seeing evil, that evil also is becoming equally stronger. Check matrix out. Mr. Smith gets stronger and stronger as Neo gets stronger and stronger. See? Same way. So our scriptures don't hesitate to put the shortcomings in men and in human beings. They don't hesitate to narrate the beauty. It is so it is. There's nothing wrong. This nature is beautiful. And for girls, boys can be beautiful or handsome, and for boys, girls can be beautiful. And this is the way the nature goes on. But why are you doing sadhana? To maintain the nature or to go beyond nature? Or to find out what is your true nature? What is your true nature? So what is your definition of nature? Is nature only Prakriti or is your true nature the Paramatma? So as we become available to this, then with that strength also comes. And then scriptures like here, Bhagavatam, it's so, how many? From 16th verse till here, he is still explaining the beauty. He started with the inert, then he started with the rivers and breeze and this and that. Then he started with the Gandharvas music. Then he's coming to the nymphs, the Apsaras. Now he's coming to the Kamdev. Then he's even talking about the Apsara playing around and her clothes falling off. They are not afraid to, is it lusty? No. But this is how we get attracted. A normal human being gets attracted to some incidents like this. Remember in Ajamil, Ajamil saw that tribal girl with the boy, and in him the lust entered because he saw her naked there with the boy. So immediately, I want her, and he did everything. And she was a tribal; she didn't care. She was low character, and he couldn't stop not thinking of her. So we have to protect ourselves. Protect. How do you protect yourself? Don't watch such movies. Don't watch such programs. Don't speak such in that manner. And best way is remember the Lord. Continuing, itastato brahmat, ये हो गया ना, 27 हो गया, नहीं हाँ 27 और 28 भी हो गया, हाँ 20, हाँ take 28 we just read. Taking the sage as one by himself, love darted his shaft that very moment, but like the undertaking of an unlucky man, all his effort proved futile against the sage. This is now it will come why. So Kamdev, the god of love, another name for him is Kandarpa. Here, what is here they have not taken that name. Manmata. Okay, here they use the word Manmata. So Manmata Kandarpa, god of love, all similar, same name. And he is becoming important. His arrows are not working. He is not able to invoke the required emotion of love within within Markandeya Rishi. Then the itham apakurvanto munes tat tejasa mune dahyamana nivavrutuhu prabodhya himivardhakaha. Thus offending against the sage, but being scorched by his glory, O sage, they withdrew like children that would run away after rousing a snake. See, two things you understand. In face of difficulties, if you give credence, you understand credence? Give value. If you accept that difficulty is real, it is valid. I did this, so I think I deserve it. Sometimes this thought also comes in our mind, isn't it? We are all guilty of it. So the moment we give value to the obstacle, to the challenge, to the difficulty, we are giving strength to that difficulty, to that challenge, to that. Now, what is control of mind? Shama. Shama means let thoughts of anything in this world come, but you are sakshi, you are not giving it value. This is the practice, no? Oh, I can't do that. So you take the name of the Lord. When you're taking the name of the Lord, if you are doing it, all of you, many other thoughts of the day, they keep coming. But when you are with the Lord's name, they come. You also sometimes notice something is arising, but you hold on to your mantra and it just goes away. It comes, it's about to catch you, but it goes away because you have refocused yourself on the mantra. And many times you are so absorbed in the mantra that so many are coming, you are not even aware of what all has got cleared. That is the best way. But sometimes when we are tired and we are chanting the name, or we have been chanting it for a long time and we are tired, physically we are tired and we sit there doing the mantra, the mind, that time these fellows become strong. That time these fellows become strong. But you can notice that they are coming. But if you are committed to the mantra, very quickly, you can shift your attention. Just like you are sitting here, if you give attention, the sound at the back is there, that kid is there, but you choose not to give validity to that. You know it is there, but you are focused here. Story over. It does not become a disturbance anymore, isn't it? But for an unprepared mind, if someone is coming new to this satsang, they are not used to children playing at the back, the child going around making, they are not used to it. So they get disturbed. See? But we have trained ourselves over the years. Exactly the same thing. What is this happening? You are not allowing the sound or the form of that child to disturb you when you are focused. See? So where is that sound? In your mind only, no? So what did we see? Say Yama was Manasa, Vacha, Kaya. Kaya is the form, Vacha is the sound, and how it is received in the mind. You are undisturbed by that person. So you are practicing Yama. Now, be alert about this with everything and everyone in your daily living. देखो कितना कितना सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ जाएगा तुम्हारा. फिर देखो जप करने का कितना आनंद आएगा. Because no disturbance, fully focused, naturally, without efforts. Because you have been practicing it. It's not that you practice it while doing japa. You practice it during the day. When you are involved in the world, you practice it. Then what is the icing on the cake? Japa is the icing on the cake. When you come to japa with that preparation, straight away, you are already used to not getting disturbed by the world. Your mind just dives into the mantra. This is what is happening with our Markandeya Rishi. So Kandarpa, Manmatha, the god of love, he shot the arrows. What is the shot the arrows? He wants to make a mark. Just like that child, when that what does that child want? Attention, right? When the child falls down, it cries. What does it want? Attention. You don't look at the child. दो तीन बार करेगा फिर क्या देगा कोई nobody is responding, it will get up and start playing with something else. Isn't it? Exactly the same way. Exactly the same way. God of love has shot the arrow looking for a mark, but nobody is available. Why? Markandeji is absorbed.
No vacancy.
No vacancy. He is absorbed with the higher. So his arrow, when it becomes important, it is not able to hit the mark, it is not able to invoke the desired response. One shot, two shot, three shot. What happens to the person who's shooting arrow? Frustration. It will go away. अरे यहाँ पे तो अपनी दाल गलेगी नहीं, चलो कहीं और चलते हैं. Where? Who is available? चलो. So many available on this planet. It will go somewhere. Remember, it is not one mind. It is one mind only. It is not many minds. You imagine that these are all different minds. It's only one mind. So it has come. चलो किसी के पास चलते हैं जहाँ पे. I'm giving this example, this different way, so that we can apply it on ourselves. Itindra Brahman dharshitopi mahamunihi yannagadahamo bhavam natachitram mahatsuhi. Thou assailed as aforesaid by the servants of Indra, O Brahmana sage, the great sage Markandeya did not fall prey to egotism. It is indeed no matter for wonder in the case of exalted souls. So how did Hanumanji control? How did Markandeya control? See, even in meditation, sometimes you are aware something is coming and nibbling away at your mind, wanting attention. Nagging feeling is there. Something is coming, something is, just like, I know that name, I know that person's name, but it's there, but you can't make it out. So where is it? It is not manifested, but it is there. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't make it out. So similarly, some desires are there. You don't know what it is, but it is niggling at, क्या खुजली कर रही है अंदर से. So you are aware. But what rishis like Markandeya or exalted or Mahatmas or Hanumanji, what do? They hold on to the name of the Lord. They hold on to the Paramatma. They without any distraction, they refocus on the divine. So one thing is that you are totally absorbed in the divine, but if you are not, they have the strength not to give value to these. Okay, something is coming. That means my focus must be even stronger so that whatever is coming is not able to touch me, affect me, engulf me, absorb me. You increase either loudly or mentally, whatever way. See? And that's what Markandeji has done, and that's why Manmatha, god of love, he has become impotent. His powers have become impotent by not invoking the response that he wanted. Vishwamitraji fell. Vishwamitraji fell. Same thing happened there also. But Vishwamitraji fell. So it required a big incident where he saw Indra along with Menaka, and Indra saying, come back to Swarga. Enough of, we have achieved what we came here for. And Vishwamitra overhears it. And he is smart. He has done lot of tapasya. Immediately he susses it out that this was a sabotage. And there and then, without a second thought, he gives up Menaka and he gives up the child also. He says, I got nothing to do with the child from this type of woman. And he goes and does. And this was after 10,000 years of tapasya that Menaka caught him. Those times were different. For us, 10,000 years is equal to 1 day is enough. 1 day, 1 hour is enough. 1 hour, 1 minute is enough. Because we are continuously, ये खाऊं के वो खाऊं के वो खाऊं के ये खाऊं के ये खाऊं के वो खाऊं, इसी में लगे रहते हैं. हाँ मम्मा देखो वो भी कह रही है मम्मा, डिफॉल्ट सेटिंग है. Today's last verse. दृष्ट्वा निस्तेजसं कामं सगणं भगवान् स्वराट् श्रुत्वानुभावं ब्रह्मर्षेः विस्मयं समगात् परम्. The glorious Indra, the Lord, you don't do the sound. She's allowed, you are not allowed. You are grown up. You're 7-year-old, no? She's only 2. 2. She's allowed. Where are we? The glorious Indra, the Lord of Paradise, was seized with great wonder to see love and his entourage cheerless, and to hear from their lips of the glory of the Brahmana sage. Okay. How many cases you have heard? Sannyasis have got married. We have heard, no? How many cases you have heard? Swamiji keeps telling one case. One elderly sannyasi in Rishikesh, the devotees from foreign land came and they say, Swamiji, every time we come, we don't have a place to stay and we want to be together. We will supply all the money. We will build the ashram. You don't have to do anything. We will put the money. We will set up the organization, everything. He told, what inauspicious moment that was, that I said yes. Because they gave the money and they went back to their countries, and instead of taking the name of the Lord, I am saying how many bricks have come, how many donkeys have come with the sand, how much money I have to withdraw from the bank account. In my old age, I should be contemplating on the Lord, and I'm counting bricks and donkeys. This happens. One must be very, very alert. Markandeji is alert. We will stop today's satsang here because we are going to chant Mrityunjay mantra also, okay, only Namamisha. We'll chant Mrityunjay first, and then we will see if time for Namamisha also. Okay, pehle Namamisha and baad mein Mrityunjay. You decide, it's your idea, not mine.
First we chant
Mrityunjay mantra. Okay. So we are going to chant 108 times Mahamrityunjay mantra. Someone's wish here, Padmini's wish here, for all the people in India and all over the world. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. We are no one to bless anyone. It is the Lord's plan. But if this feeling has come, she says, I want to do it. I have no expectations, but just invoking positive energy. Let's do that. We'll first conclude. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. So I'll just conclude first.